A couple years before I did the very first glass experience in Toledo, Ohio, I recorded this song at Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. It's called It's All About the Journey. For today's video, I make a commemorative tier out of a bunch of cross sections of canes, which are called reminisce. Well, it's 6 in the morning, and I've been up for a couple hours, and my hair looks about as wild as it was on this day 10 years ago. I didn't have long hair then, but I was, today marks the 10-year anniversary for the glass experience, the very first time I ever performed my glass blowing show or experience with the world. Prior to that, it was always, it was beginning to figure it out in my own little studio. And so January 28th was the very first day to actually share that. And I did it, and this little shirt is one that I had printed when I went to Toledo Museum of Art on the 28th of January to present Glass Experience. And it's pretty amazing to know that that actually happened, and all that happened from that, all the different pathways and journeys and places that it took me. I had no idea when I was doing that very first presentation that I would, within a year, build my own mobile furnace and not only take it out into schools and different venues around town, but I'd take it all over the country and even across the sea to Paris and to Hawaii and so many different wonderful places. And it's just amazing to kind of reflect on this milestone of 10 years. It sort of seems surreal. It also seems like, wow, that's actually not that long. I just hit the milestone of 40 years old and 40 years young, whatever we want to call that. And just knowing that that's only 1/4 of that, to know that there may be another decade, there may be 4 more decades of this. I don't think I'll be blowing glass like I had, with a huge team when I'm 90 years old, if I'm so fortunate to make it there in good health. But like Lino, one of my favorite glass blowers, he is getting pretty close to 90. He's been blowing glass almost his entire life since he was about 12, and still kicking strong, going to the Museum of Glass. And I remember years ago, this was before even the Toledo Glass experience that I did 10 years ago. I would go to the Museum of Glass in Tacoma, Washington, and I'd watch Lino blow glass. And I spent weeks in a total of probably about a month, just observing and admiring what he was able to do with the material. And years later, I found myself on that same floor sharing with other people, and just the whole journey of kind of going full circle with this experience. It's just a wonderful thing to be able to share, and I'm just as grateful as one could possibly be. Nice snow. This is about the same amount of snow on the very first glass experience at Toledo Museum of Art. I'm excited today. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna make, but I do know I'm going to make it out of every single color. Essentially, I've been pulling canes, and these are the leftover canes. I'm gonna chop all this stuff up into reminisce, and I think I'll probably end up making like a tier sculpture.
Hold on.
shake. Today, Claire is going to help me set up some of the patterning, the reminisce, and she's also going to shoot some of the video. Right after the very first glass experience, I ended up writing a song that I called Believe, and it was essentially about just believing in yourself, even when you have that self-doubt and when things are kind of a big struggle and they're not working. And so the montage of this will be this song, Believe. I've been waiting to find my heart and reason for living life. And I've walked along these roads, bare feet and all. I've been given so much love, never seems to stall. And when my eyes are open, I see the truth is known. So let me tell you what I found and what I've been shown. Well, we're in this together, yeah. We gotta play as a team, 'cause there ain't no storm we can't weather. And I know it's all about belief. About belief. In yourself, in your mind, your heart, and every fiber of your bones, to the blood under your flesh, and all of the unknown. Never giving up, you're never giving in. Got the strength inside of you, let the fire burn within. And go out there to the world and open up your arms, 'cause anything you want, you can have it all. Oh, oh, oh. It's all about belief in yourself and in your mind and your heart and every fiber of your bones, through the blood under your flesh and all of the unknown. Never giving up, you're never giving in.
'cause you've got the strength inside of you. Let the fire burn within and go out there to the world. Open up your arms, 'cause anything you want, you can have it all.
I think it's a nice commemorative trophy. If it were cold, I'd hold it like those Ferrari drivers. But it's not cold, it's still 1,000 degrees. So we're gonna take it off here, and hopefully, before the night is up, I'm gonna pull it out and post it for this video. If it's not, it'll probably be tomorrow. Oh yeah! Now I can do it. 10 years! 10 years! Wow. Approximately 24 hours later from when I took my hair out, and I said something about the first class experience was as wild as my hair. It was as wild feeling as that to articulate a little better to make that make sense if it needs to. Was the wildness of that hair was comparable to the wildness of the energy going through my body at that moment. And so 24 hours later, I find myself just filled with joy and grateful that this journey has taken me to these various spots, and to know that it's going to take me to more. So thanks for watching this. Maybe I'll leave you with the song. I just saw this guitar, and I played some songs, well, part of this video. Part of the video had a number of tunes and different elements. Some of the stuff that was the very first class experience song and soundtrack of It's All About the Journey, to belief and believing in myself through that journey as I struggled. The It's Always a Miracle, which was the following year, beginning in Paris in Europe, and as it meandered across the country to become Tears That Fill the Air, and a number of different metamorphoses that this journey has taken me. And so yeah, let's figure out what we're gonna play to finish this. Figure it out. It's always a miracle. It's always a gift. It's always a miracle. Every day that I live with you, it's always a miracle. That the sun shines down on you, it's always a miracle. It shines on me too. And I'm going to shine, my love, down on you. Thank you for shining your love down on me. It's always a miracle. It's always a joy. And I see your face, and I hear your voice. It's always a miracle. Every breath and every day.
It's always a miracle